Okay, still early on Tuesday morning. It's a slow morning for me, as you can see. I haven't even been in the shower yet. I'm still in my robe, and I got my bed hair going here. I've been up actually since 5 o'clock, and I've done my reading already, read my psalm for the day in my New King James Bible, Psalm 10, which is really interesting because it speaks directly to some of the issues that we face in the world today, particularly terrorism. Psalm 10 on terrorism. I don't think a lot of people know that. The Bible specifically addresses terrorists. And you'll find it in Psalm 10. By the way, the music in the background that you hear is the music bed behind Total Info News that I monitor on my computer here. It's up on the monitor screen, and it's just sort of out of my vision a little bit. I can glance up and see the big headlines that are tumbling down for the events of the day. I also did my reading in Christian history, which was an interesting commentary on the founder of Methodism, John Wesley, and his marriage, which was not a good one, not at all, and makes for very interesting reading. I knew the story behind it already, but interesting to be reminded and how he handled it. I also read reflections from Dietrich Bonhoeffer, or Bonhoeffer, as it's more correctly pronounced. This is a compendium of devotions entitled I Want to Live These Days with You, titled after a letter that he wrote from his Nazi prison camp when he was interned for his rebellion against Adolf Hitler and the evils of the Third Reich in Germany. He, of course, you probably know, young Lutheran minister and brilliant theologian, deeply spiritual man at 39 years old, murdered by the Nazis for refusing to, among other things, acknowledge Adolf Hitler as head of the Christian church in Germany. I'm writing now on my blog, and I take it slow, by the way, on Tuesday mornings because I teach at night, at least for the next 11 weeks. I started last week a 12-week course at the New Antioch Baptist Church in Randallstown, Maryland, the men's ministry there. I'll be with a bunch of guys tonight in this outstanding church, leading African American congregation in the greater Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, Baltimore, Washington Metroplex. And what a dynamo group of guys. I told my wife this morning she went out real early for meetings all day. She's an occupational therapist with our local school district. Not for long, she'll be making a very big change in her life and shifting her focus to ministry to women who have been victims of abuse. But today she has meetings all day long with the school district, so she was out the door at 6 a.m. I got up, fixed breakfast for her. What a husband I am. I do it often. I do the breakfast cooking. She does other kind of cooking. Anyway, all that to tell you that tonight I'll be teaching again on the book of Proverbs, specifically as it applies to the lives of men. And I get more out of this than I believe those men do. We had about 115 men last week. We expect it to be much larger this week and continue to grow as the class goes on. Just did our introduction to Proverbs. Tonight we're going to get right into the heart of the study. I love teaching the Word of God, but man, I will tell you, I get more out of this spiritually. I get more out of it intellectually. I get more out of it in terms of camaraderie and fellowship. So I'm going to get to work on that. I'm going to be blogging this morning, so please read my blog. I'm going to be making a comment on the mother of the octuplets and what it speaks to in terms of the abortion, sanctity of life controversy in our country. I'm going to be blogging on that this morning, so watch for that. I'm also going to be talking a little bit about some of the stuff going on in Washington. Busy times. So let's see what the news has in store. We're waiting any time for the big decision to come down from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals on whether we will remain one nation under God, what will happen at the Supreme Court, and I'll be writing more about that because that case is going to go to the Supreme Court, and we know there are some impending changes, no question about it. There are going to be some changes on the court. Okay, got to go for now. I'm overstaying my welcome. You have a great day. I'm going to finish blogging, then I'm going to jump in the shower and start my day. I'll head into the ministry center a little bit later on, okay? Take care. Have a great day.